Meet Kevin. I gotta call you out. I'm not one to kick a man while he's down. That's not me. However, this man is saying some wacky, goofy stuff, and it needs to be addressed. First thing is this clip. Um, this was 2 years ago. Uh, basically, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. And he says it himself right here. So just watch this real fast.
Some, corroded metals and stuff going on here. Don't worry, that's all in the budget. But the point is, to me, real estate's freaking easy because I look at this stuff and I go, I know what to do. Stocks, I don't know. So don't ever expect Meet Kevin to sell you a stock investing course. In fact, I talk about investing in stocks, and the only reason why I do in the real estate course.
Don't expect him to ever do that because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Um, how quickly things change when money is involved. Now, I he can't bash someone like obviously they can learn a good amount of information in 2 years. However, given his recent actions and um, emotions and just kind of the way he's carrying himself, again, not wanting to kick him down, but more so he's kind of showing his true colors here. Um, and I have another clip that just will go into why, if you bought this guy's course or if you follow this guy, you are 100% getting scammed because he has no idea what he's talking about. So, second clip. This was actually from today. I was watching this because I saw like the headlines that the earnings came out, like stuff dropped, like some stocks dropped like 20%, whatever, doesn't fucking matter. And just kind of looking to see like what he's saying recently. And he says this. So let me go ahead and play it.
Suggest that there is a higher expected value. Where you look into Tesla, $50 more.
So right now, basically, people in the comments are roasting him, saying, "Why do you want Tesla to go up? Because you don't fucking own it right now. You're 100% cash. Like, don't you want things to drop?" So he's kind of like still walking the line between everything's gonna crash 100% and I still want to be like, hey, I like America, I like the economy. And like, it doesn't make sense. He's so fucking back and forth.
Expensive than where I sold it. I pay my taxes. Who cares? And the economy doesn't go into a recession. That's the best case scenario. Unfortunately, the calculus that we're using and the models that we're using suggest that there's a higher expected value given the opportunities that could present themselves or already presenting themselves for us, whether that's in business creation or in stocks or in real estate. There's a higher expected value in having cash than there is in actually being in. That's not a suggestion for you, though.
So this to me is fucking hilarious. Not once have I seen this guy pull out a calculator. Not once have I don't think this guy knows what calculus is. He said, based on our calculus, there is a higher expected value of holding cash, which wouldn't make sense at all. So just from a baseline, that wouldn't make sense because that is implying that there's a higher probability of something going down than going up, in which case you would short it properly sized to, some formula like the Kelly criterion based off that model. One, there's no way this guy has a model. Me, Kevin, if you're watching this, show me whatever fucking calculus you're doing because I want to see. Everyone wants to see. I think that comment was a complete lie. You're not doing any fucking calculus on the side. Okay, you don't have any models. The best thing I think you have is your little Bloomberg terminal and reading CNBC articles. Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen his videos. Like the most I've seen him do is like draw fucking pictures and like, oh, the stimmy curve and inflation, and there's no higher level thinking there. So when he comes out and says like, "Oh, we're using calculus," and the calculus says that I should hold cash. Not that you peasants would understand, but that's how it is, and that's pretty much his thing. He's like, "Oh, it's too complex, for you guys to understand," but that's why I'm cash, which makes no sense. So because from a baseline, like by saying that, you're just saying there's a higher probability of stocks going down. in which case you would short it, again, properly sized to, some other equation like Kelly criterion would be the way to do that. So right off the bat, no idea what he's talking about, doesn't back it up with any facts. I've never seen this guy do any sort of higher level math on his channel ever. Brings me to my second point, which is, well, okay, actually, let's keep going on with that. So there's a very easy way to figure out what the market is pricing in the short term, and that's option prices. And this is the Tastyworks platform. It does a really good job of displaying that in a nice, neat little curve, probability curve, that shows you, hey, the 1 standard deviation move for the next 44 days, according to option prices right now, is 413 and 477 on the S&P 500, right, on SPY. So again, when you say something like, I'm doing calculus and it shows that I should have cash and that's a higher expected value, what you're saying is that the option market here is wrong, because the options market, if you can see, the 413 strike is 361 and the 277 is 210. So it's both 1 standard deviation away, but the put is more expensive. That's naturally in option prices anyway, that put skew, but it's already priced in. So options price it in by making the options more expensive. Stocks price it in by just falling in price. So now if it crashes, it's already fallen 10, 20%. So it's already priced in. It, it's it really doesn't make sense to say like, oh, my model is better than the most liquid options market on the planet, which is options on the S&P 500. You're saying options on the S&P 500 are wrong. And I'm going to do this thing. It makes no sense. The math is right here. It's very easy to look at. This is calculus. This is fucking actual derivatives, actual market pricing, not some fucking weirdo with his little calculus coming up with random shit. Stewie curve. um, so here's what I want. Me, Kevin. I'm looking at you, buddy. Here's what I want. You sell a course. You sell financial advice. Clearly, you owe it to your fans to do an after-tax TWR, time-weighted return, of your portfolio since you started trading stocks. I am willing to bet, I don't know, this bag of apricots right here, that you're not even outperforming VT after taxes. Like, there's no way. But here's the thing. He's going to say, oh, I have all my money in like 10 different accounts, so I actually can't do that. Even though he uses fucking some fancy, smancy, bougie-ass JP Morgan Chase account. And those fuckers over there can definitely pull that up. Like, it's not hard. In fact, I pulled mine up. It's literally a tab that I pull up and it takes 2 seconds. My portfolio is the blue line. BT is the green line. Oh, look. Since I liquidated my TSP in, what was that, May 2020, I've returned 70% and BT's done 60%. Easy. And taxes are already included because the only tax I pay on this account is dividends, which is negligible because it's pretty small. With Kevin, on your hand, you need to do an after-tax TWR because half of your gains go to California. To like solve the, you need to pay California taxes so they can solve the homeless problem that you said you would solve, but actually it didn't end up doing and never talk about anymore. That's another thing. Fucking little snake. He's running for governor. He's like, oh, we're gonna help the homeless man. We're gonna change everything. We're gonna help the homeless. Doesn't get it, and then he's just like, I never talks about it again. Like, he's such a fucking like politician, little rat. So yeah, I think in order for you to give out financial advice, you have to show your performance, right? That just makes sense. Here, I'm showing it. It's not that hard. What we get from him is this like wishy-washy, fucking telling people, "Oh, I bought Peloton," and then it tanks 50%. He's like, huh, "Yeah, I actually told the course members to sell that shit." Lol. Like, it's so like wishy-washy, backward. Like, you can't keep tabs on this guy. So, show me a nice little Robin Hood line against VT so I can laugh at you for doing all this stuff and not even beating the benchmark and fucking hoodwinking your followers. That'd be great. All right, sweet. Thanks, man. There's not